You are now listening to Cyber Timebite, hosted by me, Stephen Clark. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Hey there, everybody. It's your boy Steve. Once again, for Cyber Timebite episode 123. 123. That just sums up my life right there. Again. No, that's not. No, that doesn't sum up my life. I've done a lot of things in life that are just 1, 2, 3 basis. Anyway, I guess I could share some news. Is that, like, you know, by the time you guys are hearing this, it's going to be December. I don't know if the quarantine is going to be done by the point this gets uploaded, but if it is, congratulations, everyone! You made it out of the quarantine. If we're still in the quarantine, then what are you doing, America? What are you doing, America? That's just my answer right there. But yeah, it's gonna sound weird when I hear this back. When it's like freezing cold outside, I'm just gonna say, "Oh, I'm melting like a popsicle." In weather that should sound like that, I should be in a popsicle. Anyway, I have real quickly just some quick news. Real quickly, is that, you know, it's amazing to be over 100 episodes. Go listen to In the Service Pit with Serpent's Breakdown, episode 18, which is out right now. And by the time you hear this, episode 20 should be out by the time this gets uploaded. So hopefully you guys enjoy that episode as well. Don't know what we're talking about in that episode, but you'll see when we upload, because, you know, that's just how it is. Anyway, today's episode, I have someone on who I actually used to work with at my job, which is crazy. But because this is the first time this ever happened in the whole history of the podcast. Someone who is a huge Voltron fan, loves reptiles like no other, and is just really awesome of a person. To him with I forgot
Hello.
that. Yeah, you don't have like a username or something, just your real name.
Yeah, just go with my real name.
Yeah, I'm here today with Leo. What's up, man?
I mean, you know, getting through the summer.
Getting for that heat.
Never done a podcast before, so I'm excited.
Well, that's what they all say.
Really?
But no, not everyone.
Original, then, am I?
No, not everyone says that. But there's a lot of people who told me that. But yeah, I mean, like, gosh, 123 episodes, man. I'm over the 20 mark already, and never thought I'd make it that far. I never even thought I'd make it over 100, but here I am. But anyway,
It's commitment.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
if you love what you do, keep doing it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm in my 3rd year right now, so.
Oh yeah! Oh my God.
No, I will be shocked if I actually am so on the grind that I actually recorded enough into my 4th year.
Oh my God.
I would have to be on the grind and willing to go so hard on the grind to be able for me to do that.
Oh my God.
I would probably have to quit my job to do that.
Oh my God. No, don't quit your job.
No, I'm not going to do that. I would have to do that for me to be able to do that all the time, though, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I guess the first thing we can ask about your cosplay is where did it all begin? Like, what's your story? Where did you start in the cosplay?
My sister. So, years ago, she was really into the show Supergirl that was on the CW.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to C2E2 with our dad and got to meet the 2 main actresses of that show.
Mm-hmm.
And So that started her with the cosplay stuff, and about like a year or two after, she kind of dragged me into it, and then I realized I also enjoyed it, so I started doing it, especially for Voltron at first. I did Spider-Man at one point, like the homemade homecoming suit, and then that also My Hero Academia. I've done some of that too, but I think my favorite is probably the full paladin armor that I have for Shiro. That's definitely one of my favorite cosplay. Yeah.
So it just started with your sister liking something, and then you liked it too, and then you just started doing it.
Yeah, she was really into this stuff when I wasn't yet, and then she got me into it, and then I got hooked on it. So
They're no. It's funny. I mean, I'm surprised. Like I heard so many cosplay stories on this podcast from many different cosplayers that like there's some real crazy ones I heard, and there's not so crazy ones I heard. That one's probably the most simplest.
yeah.
like like what is the most craziest cosplay story I heard? I guess the craziest the not like the craziest one, but one of the craziest ones I heard was like, you know, oh, I went to con one day, and like I think it was like the Geekery Bunny episode. I think when she came on, or when they came on, and they were like, and they were like, oh, I went to con, and I'm gonna cosplay. And that turned into a full weekend, and then that con weekend turned into 10 weekends. Just, like, okay.
Yeah, it gets kind of addicting.
Yeah, that's coming from someone who cosplays on a very low level and only has two so far. Well, technically one, because my first one has been on the back burner since 2015. So.
Oh no.
No,
I don't know how many I have. I know Kat, my sister, she has like more wigs than I can count. But I know I don't have that as many as she does, but
no, because
I have a couple.
Because
What's that?
my first cosplay was actually Marshall Lee from Adventure Time. But
I've never watched Adventure Time.
You never watched Adventure Time?
I'm missing out, I think.
Adventure Time's amazing, man. You can get the whole thing on DVD right now.
Well, when I was younger, I didn't watch that many cartoons.
Yeah.
It just, like, I never watched that much TV, and if I did, it was just whatever my parents had on.
Yeah.
Like, my dad didn't want me watching a bunch of cartoons and stuff like that, so if I ever did see, like, a cartoon, it was, like, 1 or 2 episodes, and then that was it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to watch it now.
Voltron cartoon.
And that was no, that was after. I was old enough to watch my own, and I had Netflix, so, and I saw it, and I said, you know what? Actually, I think it was Kat who dragged me into that too. She mentioned something about it, and then she's like, oh, it's on Netflix. I went, okay, let's watch it. And so we watched it together, and then I think I like it more than she does now.
Did I ever tell you the story about how on Halloween, I think like 2 years ago when I was working and I saw someone come in as Keith?
I think you mentioned it like a while ago on a shift, but we never got to talk about it too much because we were working.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I was working Halloween and someone came in as Keith, and I was like, holy crap, it's happening! Because you never even on Halloween, I see the craziest stuff at Jewel, you know, but like I don't see I never saw a Keith ever, and so that was exciting. I saw someone come in, like a whole family come in, like as Oompa Loompas, like the baby and the kid and the mom are all Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh, it's just like how.
I want to see that. Oh my god.
No, that was the year. No, this past Halloween when I was working, which surprisingly, like I think every single year since I started working at this location, I worked every Halloween, I believe, and I always tried to dress up. I mean, but like sometimes it failed, sometimes it didn't. But who knows? What was the point I was trying to make again? Anyway, anyway, I mean, like, like, like like recently you moved, right? You moved to Indiana. How's that been?
Good. So we basically just were packing for like a week and a half, and then just had to shove everything on a U-Haul and move. Um, and so my room is currently a disaster, which is why I'm glad podcasts don't include video. Um, and I have just have a bunch of boxes just stacked up in my closet because I don't have anywhere to put most of my stuff anymore. I took up most of the room with shelves for my Voltron collection, and
Yeah.
then the rest of it is just all my animals. So I still have a lot of unpacking to do, and I don't know the area, so like I have to use a GPS whenever I'm going places, which is kind of sad. Um, but I mean, other than that, like working at the new Jewel is good. Everyone's nice. Like I live next door to my grandma and my grandpa, so that's nice being close to them too. And then it's just basically me, my mom, and right now it's my aunt. She's staying with us until she gets her own place because she just got divorced. Um, and her rabbit and our cat. And then, yeah, that's it.
Do you live in the middle of but nowhere, Indiana, or do you live like in a city-ized Indiana spot?
Um, it's a town called Hobart. So I don't know if it's really, I mean, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like it's just right off the highway and the town's not that big. Um, and like just like the yards are huge, so it's not like rural, but like almost rural suburban sort of. 'Cause like everyone's property, like backyard is just really big compared to like what I'm used to. So, but I mean, it's a lot of back roads and stuff that like, I mean, they have road names at least, but they're just like out of the way and weird, like through all these trees and stuff. It's like, oh, okay, now I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah,
So,
because no, the reason I asked that because I have a friend who lives in Indiana, in literally but nowhere Indiana, and I was just like, I didn't know if.
yeah, it's about like 10 minutes away from Gary. So there's like my mom will tell me, don't go down uh Broadway because that'll take you into Gary and then it's like dangerous and I shouldn't be there. I'm like, great, thanks, mom.
Well, I hear a lot. I don't hear any good stories from Gary, Indiana, ever. So
Yeah, it's not a great place.
no,
Like
no.
there's a Walgreens that is in Merrillville, which is right next to where I live, and that is even like too close. My mom's like, okay, that's as far as you can go, that Walgreens, then you got to turn back around. Like, great. Makes it seem so dangerous. And I'm like, okay.
No wonder it's the second. No wonder it's the second city you destroy in Rampage.
Like,
No, because no, if you ever played Rampage before, that game where you're the giant monsters destroying buildings, like literally the game goes to the Chicago Loop to Gary.
oh my God.
That's how the level is constructed. That's not just you
Yeah.
playing the game. That's how they constructed it.
Oh my God. They know it's bad. I mean, I think everybody knows Gary's bad. You say Gary, Indiana, they're like, oh.
like
It's
like
kind of like abandoned almost. Not like completely abandoned, but it's just like a lot of crime, bad things happening. So
but what's
probably best
worse?
to stay away.
What's worse, Gary, Indiana, or Detroit? Pick your
Oh,
poison.
I don't know. I've never been in Detroit before. Heck, I don't even like going in Chicago. I don't like cities that much, and I don't like being somewhere where bad things could happen, so I don't even travel that much. Every time I do travel, I have to be with like a group because I get nervous.
I don't like being near any danger either. But if I know it's gonna be safe or it is safe or whatever, then I'm fine with it. But like
Yeah.
but if I know I'm gonna be in danger, I don't want to be any part of it.
Right.
Um, I've been to Indiana before, but I haven't stopped or looked anywhere in Indiana. I've been through the state to go to Ohio, but like it just
Mm, yeah.
but it just looks like Chicago. It kind of looks like Chicago, but the secondary version.
Well, I've been to Indiana every time I visited my grandparents, and now I live here, right next door. But other than that, I've been to Indianapolis, or like right outside of it, but that was just for VoltCon, and then we went right home after that. So, and I was also born in Indiana, but the hospital I was born in doesn't exist anymore.
They tore it down.
So, yeah, I don't know what I think they turned it into something or tore it down and then rebuilt a building, something like that. I don't know the whole story because mom's just like, it doesn't exist anymore. I'm like, okay, just leave it at that. But
I mean,
so
but how do you feel living closer to VoltCon now?
good. I'm really excited. I'm so glad it's not canceled this year because everything is happening. So I guess they have like a bunch of extra precautions to make sure it's all safe and stuff. So that makes you feel a little better. I'm gonna have to try and find a mask that looks good with my cosplay so that I can actually cosplay and not look stupid. Um, but dude, I'm really excited. Are you going?
To VoltCon this year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I mean, I was invited by the shakeups themselves to come last year because like I told you, I actually know them because I've been on the podcast before, like many moons ago. But like,
Yeah.
and when they started Volcon, I was asked, they legit told me that I was legitimately one of the people they wanted to talk to for me to actually come to the convention. And I was like, holy crap, really? Like, I didn't even know that. They
Dude,
just
you should come.
I want to come.
You should.
But the thing is that, like, you know, from me, you know the area that I live in. I literally live right down the street from where you used to work, and that's freaking like an hour away. I think like an hour drive to Indianapolis from where I live.
Oh no, it's way longer. Um, so I lived with my mom at the time when we went, and so I lived a little bit farther away from the store, like 10 minutes more outward away from the neighborhoods near there.
Hmm.
And it took us, I think, 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours to get there. I don't know what the distance is from where we live now, but it was a pretty long drive. We had to like convince our mom to let us go there because we weren't, so we couldn't do whatever we wanted. And she was not happy about it. And then she didn't even go in. She just kind of chilled in the car and waited for us. But yeah, it's a pretty long drive.
I mean,
It's pretty.
I want to come to Volcon. I just gotta see how everything plays out with this pandemic and my schedule and all that stuff, and if it can even happen. But
If you go, well, Kat and I, we like bought our tickets the minute they like came up.
mhm.
And I think it was like 125 for like the VIP pass, so we did that. So it's like we go early on the 23rd, so like the day before, and there's like a little thing or something like that. I have a bad memory, so I don't remember what exactly it is, but and then we go on the 24th and the 25th for the actual con too. Dude,
because
I'm freaking excited.
because if it all worked out, I was actually supposed to show up like the day before the con last year even started, and I was supposed to interview the shakeups in person. I was supposed to do that,
Oh yeah.
but that didn't end up happening because schedule and whatever got in the way and distance and whatever.
Yeah.
But like another con I want to try to get to, not this year because it's way too far away for this year, but next year at least I want to try to go to this con called Con on the Cob.
What?
No,
Where's that?
Ohio. It's near North Canton. It's up near like Pittsburgh. But but like it's basically like a more like a tabletop convention. I mean, they do have cosplay and stuff and whatever, but like they like to focus more on like their Dungeons and Dragons sort of stuff and whatever. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
but I actually interviewed the guy who runs the con. He told me the whole story where the name came from, and and like he told me about about like they're like a convention that's like really awesome and really cool, and we have like it's kind of like a party con for all ages.
Yeah.
But I want to try to get to that next year because that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I feel like everything's just a waiting game for next year now for any con because, like, we got really lucky, Kat and I. We got to go to C2E2, and then I didn't get to see you there, even though you were there. I didn't see you. I was really sad about that.
No, I mean
But
I wasn't that I wasn't trying to purposely ignore not seeing you. I was just busy that
oh
day.
no, 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 I know. It was like you text something, and then I wouldn't see it until like an hour or two later, and then by the time I like, because I wasn't like on my phone the whole time. We were doing a lot of walking around. And
Hmm.
so like whenever I looked, it was like always an hour or two after you text. I'm like, God dang it. And so then we just never ran into each other. But if you go next year, we need to like schedule it and like meet up because I want to have a con
Yeah,
in cosplay, my friend.
they're like this needs to happen.
Yes. But no, we got really lucky being able to go because like right after that was when everything like kind of shut down because it was right at the end of February. And then there was a reptile expo I was going to on my birthday. It happened to fall on my birthday, my 18th birthday. I was so excited, and it got canceled the day before because that's when everything shut down due to COVID-19. I'm like, really? Come on. It was like the worst luck ever. I've been waiting for like that expo to fall on my birthday since I figured out it even existed. And then it got canceled. Of course, the year is going to be on my birthday. I'm like, oh, come on. This is just stupid at this point. I was so mad.
Yeah, I got so mad because the only convention I've been to this year was C2E2 because
Yeah.
all the art conventions I was planning to go to have been canceled so far.
Yeah. Yeah, Kat and I like we were planning on going to a bunch of them in like the spring. I think I can't think of them all. I think one of them was like ASIN and then I can't think Anime Midwest, I think is what it's called.
Yeah,
Um
that was
yeah.
supposed to be a few weekends
But
ago.
we were planning on going to those and then they couldn't happen because of everything that happened. So what we did was we got so bored that we would just cosplay and then like go to the mall or something. Like we went to Woodfield one time, more recently because some stuff was closed, but we'd go to like Mallard Lake, just walk around and take pictures and stuff, and like just the stupid things in cosplay. Went to Meyer a couple times in cosplay,
Hmm.
but like we had nothing else to do. There wasn't any cons, so we just didn't really know what to do. We wanted to cosplay, but we just had to do it outside of a con. And a couple times we got, what the heck are they doing? But I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you think trying to cosplay for Voltron's hard, which you think that's hard. Try doing Homestuck. That's harder.
what's Homestuck? I'm uncultured.
You don't know what Homestuck is?
I don't.
You never seen cosplays at conventions of like these people wearing like these horns and the gray face paint and all that? You never seen that?
Maybe a couple times. I don't think I ever knew what it was from.
Well, basically what Homestuck is it's a webcomic on the internet that's really long, but there's ways around that curve. Like you can A, do it the traditional way, just click through every single page and read every single page. Or you can go on YouTube and listen and just have someone read it to you via YouTube, or you can just go to the bookstore and buy it in book form. So there's many ways you can
Huh,
read it.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
But pretty much what it is that it's basically like, there's trolls and there's kids and there's like the alphas and the betas and there's just it's so confusing I can't even explain how it works, but it's just there and it is.
That's okay.
Yes.
No, that's. I always feel like whenever I go to cons and stuff, I always feel like so left out because someone will mention something that I've never heard of before. Maybe I've heard of it, but just don't know what it is. Kat will immediately know what they're talking about and start talking about it, even if she's never like watched it or read it or seen it or whatever. And I'm just standing there like really just stupid compared to her, because like I don't watch that much animes and stuff. I don't watch a lot of those. I've only watched two in my entire life,
Hmm.
which is My Hero Academia, and then there's one on Netflix called Beastars.
Hmm.
Those are the only two I've watched. And then somebody else will bring up some other anime, and Kat will know exactly what they're talking about and start talking about it, and then I just don't know what they're talking about at all. And like I'm so absurd compared to most people who go to cons, that I feel kind of dumb sometimes. I'll
No,
be like, "What's that?" And then they look at me like I've like sinned. I'm like, sorry, I don't know what it is.
no, hey, it's fine. I
It
mean,
happens more times than you think. I'm like, I'm just really dumb. I don't like know a lot of things. Like I've watched Voltron and My Hero Academia
no,
and like
what's your thoughts on the ending of Voltron? Because everyone seems to hate it. I didn't see it yet,
oh,
but everyone seems to hate
I
the ending.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it at the same time. I know a lot of the fandom really have Lance at the end game. Uh, I mean, I guess I'm a little upset because I guess they could have worked out, but like Lance and Allura were also really cute, so I really like complain about them. I'm upset she died. That was really sad. But I mean, I guess it was for the good of the universe. But I honestly, I think the death that angered me the most, and I feel like this is most people's point of view as well, is Adam, Shiro's boyfriend. That made me really upset. I wish he lived because that they would have been perfect. I get why they did it and stuff, but I feel like he moved on too fast to Curtis, which is who he ended up marrying. Um, like it was sad seeing the Lions leave, but I get it because it's, it's supposed to be okay, now they're gone and they'll only come back when Voltron is again. But I don't know, I haven't watched the ending in a long time, but like it's just it's like so like
It's
it ties all the ends together sorta, but like at the same time I feel like there's a lot of things that they did that a lot of fans didn't want. And like, cause like I've seen like people on like the Voltron Amino like complaining about all sorts of things. Like there's constantly people fighting over what ships were correct and which ones should have happened and which ones were awful and like I don't know. I try not to like dig too deep into it because I don't want to anger 12-year-olds because that's what a lot of the angry people seem to be. Is a lot of people who are just like really immature about the fact that it ended that way. My view on it is that that's how it ended. That's what we got, and you can either be happy with it or you can be angry about it. Honestly, I'm not too bothered by it. There are some things I would have changed, but that's how they ended it, so that's how it's gonna be.
spoiler free much. If anyone has it,
What's
if no one's finished Voltron like I have, don't listen to that part because you're gonna be spoiled.
you
What? I know that's how I know that's how everything happened, but still,
should like insert a warning, a spoiler warning, like skip to this time.
skip to this time frame if you don't want to hear any of that.
Whoops.
No, it's fine. It's been a few years anyway since it ended, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I feel like if you haven't finished it yet, what are you doing? Just finish it. And if you don't feel like finishing it, well now you know.
And the thing is that I start yes, I own Voltron on DVD. The ones that are out on DVD right now for Legendary Defender at least, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you have them too, right?
I don't have any of those because I have Netflix and it's a Netflix original, so it's not going anywhere. But I'm trying to get like the original Voltron on DVD so I can watch it. I have a couple of VHS tapes, but according to my aunt and like a couple other people, apparently you can't hook up the VHR to like a regular TV now or something, so I don't know how I'm gonna watch them. But it's just like short movies and stuff, and I do have a DVD of like regular Voltron and Vehicle Voltron in one movie, but I haven't watched that one yet. I want to like watch the regular Voltron first. I know VoltCon, the account on Facebook, was posting like every Saturday like episodes, so maybe I should scroll back and watch a couple of those. I watched the first one, but I haven't seen anything past that. But I really want to see the original because some of my favorite collectibles are from the original one, like from '84 when the toys were first coming out. That's where a couple of my collectibles are from. So I want to see the original Voltron. You know, the real sewer, the one before the Netflix one, because I know they changed a bunch of things. Like Shiro's name, Takashi Shirogane, was not his name in the '84 version. He was Sven. And but in the original Japanese version, that was his name. And then they all had different names in Japanese too before they got transferred over to America.
Well, I'm gonna show you something that you're gonna probably enjoy, and hopefully this comes out right because the camera, whatever. But
Aw, hi Lance.
I got this thing because I love the character and I had to get this.
Yes,
I want to get.
I have all the pops.
No, I'm trying to get the Keith and the Pidge one. There we go. And then,
yeah, I think the last one I got was the Allura one. I'm pretty sure the first one I got was like the Hot Topic exclusive Shiro one where he's like not in Paladin armor. That was the first one I got because Shiro's my favorite.
I know.
But now I have them all, so it's like everybody in Paladin armor, Allura, and then the exclusive Shiro not in Paladin armor. And then there's a big Voltron from the Netflix series, and then a little Voltron from like the original. I think that's it. I think that's all the one I have. There's probably like a metallic version of them somewhere, but I wouldn't even have room on my shelf for that.
Well,
they're all like super packed into one shelf, and they like just barely fit like horizontally. I had to like shove them in there really hard to get them to fit.
Well, here's the
other stuff.
Here's the complete '80s version of the show.
Oh, I need to watch it, dude.
Well,
I love the way that the original looks. Like, obviously, it's much older, but like, I don't know, it just looks really cool compared to the Netflix. But it's different animation, older animation. I think just even the toys in general, the collectible, the older than the new ones.
Here's something. Here's what I was talking about when I was telling you about this. Look how thick this is. This is the first season, you know, just all thin, and this is the second season. Look how thick that is.
Oh my god.
I
want to watch it so.
Like, how did the first season come out so thin, but the second season came out so thick?
I don't know. Maybe there's more episodes? Maybe because it grew in popularity, then there's more episodes than there was in the first one? Could be that. I don't know. I don't know how many episodes there are in each of those seasons.
There's 72.
I don't know if it's the whole series or what, but I have these collectible tins. See if I can. My room is a disaster. Whoops. But now I'm like having to walk around.
No, there's 72 episodes in the second season, and there's
Oh, well, that's me. Okay, so I have ignore the light. Let me take it out because it's everything. I don't know if you can see it, but there are these like tins back here, and these each have like a couple DVDs in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my '84 Voltron. And then my whole collection if you want to see it. There's some My Hero Academia stuff. Lego Voltron.
Gee, you fan much? I can't tell.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. But I need to watch it so bad.
I mean, I got this for Christmas, but you can find it on Amazon for like, it's not that expensive on Amazon, really.
Yeah, I think the Voltron store has it too. But I need money. I've been off of paycheck for a couple of weeks, so I have like nothing.
God, what else? I mean, like, yeah, I have Legendary Defender on DVD because I'm trying to collect the whole thing. The only one I'm missing is season 7 and 8, but that's not even released yet, and supposed to be released in October. That's what I'm hearing. But if it does,
Jeez, that's been like a long time though. Like it ended in 2016.
I know,
2017, one of those.
I know,
that's like a long time.
Yeah, but I think they're doing that because I think It's the same thing that they did with like Adventure Time. Like when the first like when the seasons ended, they didn't release the DVD for it until a long time after. You know, a long time after it
Gotcha.
ended. Same thing.
Yeah. That's like the worst thing, especially with movies. Like if you go and see it in the theater, the only way to go see it again is to pay and go in a theater again. And then once it's out of the theater, you're just kind of like, if you want to watch it, you gotta wait for the freaking DVD to come out. I got lucky the last movie I saw in theaters. Oh gosh. I think it was How to Train Your Dragon 3. And I pre-ordered that DVD the second it was on Amazon, and it came like the day that it was supposed to be released, so I didn't have to wait like another week or two to go and get it. So I got lucky with that. But yeah, I hate how long like DVDs take to come out, because it's like you're just waiting, and just it feels like forever, especially if it's a movie you really want. And then like I just figured out actually that movie is on Hulu, and I didn't even have to buy it, but it's fine.
But the thing is that that's how I felt about Gravity Falls. I love that show, and I wanted the whole thing on DVD. But you know, Disney being Disney, they wouldn't do it, and so finally, years after the show ended, I don't even remember the year the show ended because that's how long it's been. I think it was 2000.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 2017 because I was living in my old house at the time when it ended. But we didn't get it. But we finally got it. Thanks to the Shout Factory, which they're lifesavers when it comes to releasing old shows that you never see before.
Yeah.
And they released it, and I was so happy they did because now I own Gravity Falls, all episodes, complete series on DVD. I wish they would do the same for regular show, but that's just me.
Yeah.
In this Voltron set that I have that I showed you, this isn't Shout Factory. This is Universal and DreamWorks just being cool with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like DreamWorks. DreamWorks makes some good movies. And their animation is almost always like stunning. Like obviously if you watch any of the older movies now, you'd be like, wait, that's not as good. But then you realize at the time when they made that was probably like some of the best animation software they had. That's what I really like, is they always seem to be using like the most recent like softwares, and it just looks amazing. Like watching the third How to Train Your Dragon movie, those movies alone have just like had the best animation every single time that they've been put out. And like there's always like people saying things about it, like how good it is. And I watched that movie, and there's one scene where just for a few frames it looked even more realistic than like it already did. And I honestly thought we were looking at somebody recording something like from the real world for a minute. I mean, obviously there's dragons in it, so like it doesn't look, as realistic as it could, I guess. And also animation is animation, but it was stunning, especially in the theater when we saw it. Like we saw an early access showing of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was like 20 days I think before it actually came out. We got to go see it in this massive theater. Like the screen was as big as the room. And it was just stunning. It was I don't think I could ever watch another movie and be as impressed as I was at that one. And also the soundtracks for all three of those movies are like, I could cry. Although I really do like movie soundtracks. It doesn't matter what movie it's from. I could hate the movie, and if it's a good soundtrack, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, because I was actually forced to go see the first one because I've seen the first one, but I was forced to go see it. But the other two, I didn't see yet. Because I got.
Oh, they're good, man.
Yeah, I know.
I think they're the best movies that DreamWorks has ever put out.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like that's. I mean, I have friends who like love those movies, and they're just like, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch them.
Yeah, and a lot of it is like how long they took to like come out. So like, I don't remember ever seeing the first one in a theater. I don't know if I ever did. I don't remember seeing the second one in theater, but I know I did because I like remember, like I was with this camp. It's called TLC camp.
Mm-hmm.
It's for kids with cancer and their siblings. So when I was younger and like a camper part of that camp, because I was Kat's sibling, she had leukemia.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went and saw it in theaters then, but I just don't remember it because I don't remember anything. But I definitely remember seeing the third one, and like. I don't remember when we became so obsessed with them, but like, it's just like we happened to watch it one time again, and we just realized how how much we missed seeing those movies. And I think just for a lot of people who grew up with them, like finally seeing the last one was like spectacular, and we finally got it because it took like I think 2 or 3 more years to come out than it should have. But the only thing is that like being in that fandom, you get a lot of kids, and I think the same happens with Voltron a little bit. So anything animated, you get more like younger children, and they tend to be like the ones who kind of not like ruin it, but like they say and do things that are just like why? Like there's a lot of people in the How to Train Your Dragon fandom saying like make a fourth movie when the director said that he would be making a trilogy and then that would be it. There's been like little shorts and stuff, but those aren't movies. And then everybody's like complaining about it. I'm like, you, what else do you want? Like he said 3 movies, he made 3 movies and they were all great, and then he's done now.
But then
And
there's
so
there's the cartoon as well.
yeah,
I don't
on Netflix. Well, there's a couple like cartoons. I know on Cartoon Network there was like the Riders of Berk or Defenders of Berk, something like that. For How to Train Your. One of my leopard geckos was running around trying to chase crickets and like whacked her head on the wall. Whoops.
We can talk about how technical difficulties suck and why they shouldn't be.
Yes, they do suck. I've never had that happen before, like where something cuts out for that long. Usually I just like close the app and then like it fixes it. I don't get that many technical difficulties.
Welcome to Discord. No one can.
Welcome to Discord. Oh my god.
No, but
I've never used Discord until today. Actually, I think I used it maybe once, but I don't know if it was on my phone.
But you know that there's probably a Voltron server on Discord that you can be part of.
Oh, what the heck! I need to be part of it.
Yeah, so you can show off to all your Voltron boys that.
Yeah, like hey, look at my freaking massive collection. And there's still stuff I want to get, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it if I get anything else. All my shelves are really full. There's also more like My Hero Academia figures I want to get, but I also have no room for those. So, no idea what I'm gonna do yet.
That My Hero though. That My Hero.
Yes, My Hero Academia.
Have you ever played the games yet?
No, I don't have like any gaming systems at all. I think I have a really old Nintendo 3DS, last gaming system I've ever used.
Because I have the first My Hero game. It just to try it, just to get me into the anime, and it was a good game. But I only seen it. I only seen episode 1 so far, so don't shame me because I am getting to it.
Okay, I won't spoil anything then. No, but no, it's really good. Way back when, before I watched anime, because I wanted something to watch that wasn't The Office, because I watched that 24/7. And so then she started watching it with me, and then I got hooked. And then the last season, all the dubs were delayed, and yeah, I watched it dubbed. Whoops. My brain can't process like reading and watching at the same time sometimes, so it was just easier. But then I had to watch the 4th season like all with sub. And it took me a bit. There are a couple episodes. It's easier to watch it on big screen though, because I can see the words a little better. But no, it's really good. You should watch it.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I did. So.
No, it's not that I don't. It's not like I'm on the fence of like, oh, I'm gonna like it or not. I mean, like I'm probably gonna like it. It's just like I need to find the time to watch it. It's just because.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that's kind of how I am with watching the old Voltron, or original Voltron, because I just don't have as much time as I used to anymore. And if I do have free time, I'm doing something with all my animals, or like running errands, or getting some stuff I need, and it's just like I don't have as much time as I would like to have.
Because
I think I only watched. You ever watched Game of Thrones?
No, and I never plan on to.
You should watch Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. Although it's kind of the ending is kind of the same as like Voltron, where everyone is either really happy with it or hates it a lot. So, no, The only reason I watched that was my dad actually said, "Okay, you guys can watch it," like a couple summers ago, and we just spent the whole summer watching it because they're longer episodes, like 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and then we watched the last season like together with the one before that too. Um, but he kept like skipping through some of the scenes that were not as appropriate, and I'm like, but it was only when he'd come home from work. He'd come home from work and then he would like start skipping stuff. I'm like, wait, just because something nasty's happening doesn't mean we're not gonna watch it. There could be like some plot development because that happened all the growth when that's something kind of important. And well, he kept skipping it. I'm like, wait, now we're missing things. But yeah.
No, because here's the thing. So, like, like this is how far behind I am. So get this. So I'm currently right now trying to finish Adventure Time. I'm on season 6.
How many seasons are there?
How many seasons there are? Let's see. Well, the thing is that they took the last DVD and they just smashed all like the whatever seasons there were left and they just put it on one
Yeah,
DVD.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
I believe there's 10 seasons. It's in all. I believe there's only 10
Oh, dang.
seasons.
I really need to watch that. I honestly like. I've only seen a couple episodes, just like whenever they would come on. The few times I was watching cartoons as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but also I know that the voice actor for Finn is the same voice actor for Lance, and that makes my heart happy
And
because
I met him.
I love Jeremy Shada. I know you met him, and I'm jealous of that.
No, I mean, no. The thing is that I was also no. I don't know how this happened, but it did. But when I got to C2E2 that year, like I wanted to meet him, and for something, the skies opened and the lights shined down. I was the first one in line.
Oh my God, that's so lucky. I never let. Okay, so we met those two actresses, my sister and I, ages ago, and I mean that was cool. I'd never met a freaking celebrity before,
Yeah.
like, so that was cool. But like now there's like a bunch of people that I want to meet, but like I'm never going to because either they're not going to come to a con or they're done coming to cons. And oh my gosh, that's a loud truck that just drove past my house. That was like it echoed in my room. I don't know if you could hear it, but it echoed in here.
I didn't hear
Sorry,
nothing. I heard nothing.
that's so weird. I know. Well, of course that's how it's gonna happen. It came past and it was so loud. I think my bed shook.
Holy
But then
crap.
of course it doesn't come through on your end.
No, that didn't come
But
through for me.
no, like there's a bunch of people I want to be able to meet, but either they're not gonna come or they're done coming because they're not like people for Voltron. They're not like coming for Voltron anymore. So it's like, when am I gonna meet them? But I mean, I'm not like angry about it. There's a couple times where I'll be thinking about it and just like get really jealous of the people who have met them. Like I'm not gonna be angry about it. I mean, you never know. You could stumble across them, but but yeah. And I think that's the thing like with My Hero Academia right now is I almost want to be like super like vigilant and just watch for when any of the voice actors are like there, so I can like go and see them. I don't care how minor their character is. I just want to like go see them just so I can say I've done it. And at C2E2 this past year, the voice actor for oh my God, I can't remember who it was. Crap. But one of the voice actors is there, one of the minor characters, and I didn't have money to go and see them, so I didn't get to go and see them. But I think if next year, if any of them are there, I'm definitely gonna get stuff. I need to meet people, get pictures. I need to live happily with meeting celebrities.
No, I mean
I
look.
don't get to do that.
Look
Like,
at the chat box if you can.
oh, trying to figure out how to even do that. Yeah, that freaking picture. Dude, I'm so freaking jealous. He's like my height, isn't he?
Well, I'm taller than
Jeremy.
him.
Yeah. You're taller than me too.
But
How
look,
tall are you?
how tall am I?
Yeah.
I'm 6 feet.
Okay. My dad's 6'2", or 6'1" maybe. I don't know.
And
Around that same height.
no. But
But
funny thing about that photo though is that when I met him, when he saw my shirt, he was like, "Hey, he liked my shirt."
I
I was like, dude, really,
love that.
because I'm not like, oh, they don't celebrities like him don't watch anything because they're so busy, but it's just like, wow, like you actually know the character in the show I'm wearing,
Right. I think that's also like one of the funny things is and I kind of sounded the same way, but a lot of people see them as like not really people, and you know they like it's like, oh my God, a celebrity, and then they like, you know, they want to go meet them and same, but like really in the long run you have to realize they're really just people like us, and you know they watch TV, they go to the grocery store, like they do all the things we do, but you know, a very successful career in whatever they're doing, so it's like, oh, that's why they almost seem like mythical beings to us, because like we could never like dream of doing some of the stuff they do, and it's like maybe we want to, like, you know, you never know if you're gonna get that chance to do what they're doing, and I think that I get like that too every time I've met like somebody who's sort of either like famous or a celebrity or whatever. I get like all nervous and stuff, and I have to just tell myself they're just a person, they're just a successful person, but they're a person, and they're not like some god or goddess. I feel like that's how a lot of people view them, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
I know that for a fact. There's people,
yeah,
yeah,
like
people who view them as gods, but like still.
yeah,
But no. I mean, but then after this photo, I actually met well, because since I'm such a huge Adventure Time guy, freak or fan or whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
I met the voice actor who voices my favorite character on the show, Marceline. I met her and I freaking got her autograph. I didn't get a picture of her.
Oh, hey, at least you got an autograph though.
Yeah, the autograph
There's
is
that.
yeah, the
You got
autograph.
proof.
What's that?
So you got proof you met her. You don't need a picture, even though it'd be nice to have one.
Yeah, because what did she put on the autograph? She put my name, and then she put "I'm just your problem XO." I was like, holy crap, what?
Oh my God.
I think that's what
Oh my
she.
God.
I think that's what she put. I was like, holy crap, what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
If
I wanna go to a con now.
if she ever comes back to the Chicago area doing autographs, I would love to do that.
Yeah. Dude, when Kat and I went to VoltCon last year, we got to meet one of the producers of the original Voltron, and that was cool. We didn't get an autograph or anything. We did get a picture with him, and like, you know, he's not like, you know, not everybody knows about him or whatever, but it's like that was really cool. And he's like, he complimented us on our cosplays and stuff, and I was like, dang it, oh my God, this guy's so cool. But I think that's the most recent like celebrity, I guess, that I've met. I honestly hope they can like either bring in the voice actors of the original, the voice actors of the Netflix one, and like bring them to VoltCon, because that would be freaking awesome. Like, because it's not a very big con, so like you would probably just get to meet them. Like, it wouldn't be like, you know, something big like C2E2 makes it out to be. You'd probably just like say hi like that, like little things.
Have did
But
did you meet Vix when you were at Volcon?
who?
Vex, the person, or Vix, I think it is, who was basically the person just sitting there, like she was cosplaying Keith, and she was just sitting there, just making sure no one was like bringing in random or weird crap. You know, it's basically, you know, a security guard
I
person.
don't remember.
You know,
Huh.
there's this yeah, I had her on the podcast, but she was there too, and I was telling her about it, and it's just like. And supposedly she's friends with one of the people in the band too, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cool." But like, I didn't know if you met him.
I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. But I honestly, I could have, and then I just forgot.
Well, I know. So since one haven't been to Volcon ever in their life, how is it like? Like, how big is it?
So I think this year it's a new, like, slightly bigger venue. But basically, it was almost like you weren't confusing. It was just like in a hotel, like the lobby part, like in this back where like where you would host a like get together or something.
Hmm.
So it was like you like it didn't seem like you were going to a con, and obviously there were people like in the hotel who weren't like going to just a regular hotel. And so, like, those people, like, we walked in full cosplay and everything, and there's this one guy who, like, looked up from his phone and just, like, slowly looked back down, like, what is happening? Because he'd obviously probably been sitting there for a while and seen a bunch of people walk in and looking like that. And, so basically, it's like you walked in, you could play, bags, and, then you walked into they called it, I think, Sal's Sustenance Station, like, from the Netflix one. And then it's like the check-in, and then you would go into this room where they were showing a bunch of things, like when there wasn't somebody talking or like an episode playing, because they played 2 episodes of the Netflix version. But when there wasn't something playing, they just had like random little like clips of spin-off things like playing on the screen. There was the Let's Voltron podcast was there. There was a silent auction, like places to sit if you needed to sit down. And then off in another room, there was, like, where you could buy things. And there was a lot of things I wanted to buy, but I was very broke at the time, and so I didn't get as much stuff as I wanted to. But I got a bunch of art, so that was cool. I think we stayed in there for the longest because we kept buying things. We had to make a trip out to the car before coming back in, and then buying more things because we were buying so much stuff. But
Okay, all
but
right.
it was honestly like there was this one like booth, I guess you'd call it, that had like some of the older like toys and stuff, or like just collectibles from like not even just Voltron, just like older collectibles. And there were a couple things that were kind of expensive that I really wanted to get, but I couldn't get. But no, it was really cool. It was just perfect. I think it was the best con we went to in a long time, and it was arguably as good as C2E2, even though C2E2 is huge compared to it. Like if you're comparing C2E2 to Voltron based on size,
Not the same size.
C2E2 is like a normal human, and Voltron is like an ant. That's the size difference
No, no, no.
because it's very small compared to C2. Very fulfilling.
Volcon reminds me, from what you're telling me, it reminds me of the Pop Culture Con. That's how big it is. If
And
you,
Voltron
what's that?
Voltron's just very, very small. It's like it was like you could see the whole thing in like 20 minutes and be done, but we stayed there for hours and didn't get bored, not once.
Because the PopCon, or the Pop Culture Con as it's called, um, was at the Pheasant Run Mega Center, but then the Pheasant Run went bankrupt, and I guess they can't use the Mega Center anymore because I guess since it's on the same property, they can't use it anymore.
Oh no.
And it was in there, and then they had a makeshift hallway that go into one of their ballrooms that they had in the hotel.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of things in there, and then the majority of it was in the Mega Center, and that's how big it was. And surprisingly enough, there wasn't very many cosplays at all. Like if there's any cosplayers, there's mainly me.
Really?
Yeah.
There were quite a bit of cosplayers at Voltcon. We
Well,
actually met these 2 really, really nice girls there, and they like it was funny because one of them was cosplayed as Lance, but like they didn't have like a whole like wig and whatnot, but they just wore like had the jacket and like the cosplay and then just their regular self, but they had like brown hair, so it kind of worked out. And the other one was Shiro, but the one as Lance saw Kat, and they went Keith, and Kat goes Lance, and they both ran at each other and like almost tackled each other down in a hug, and it was like the funniest thing because I was Shiro, and then the other girl who was Shiro, we both kind of looked at each other and started laughing. They just like threw themselves at each other, and it was so funny because we didn't even know who they were. We just ran into them, and then that's what happened, and it created a beautiful little friendship. But yeah, I think that was hilarious. That was
That
One of
remind
the greatest things.
that reminds me of the time. Now that reminds me of the one and only time something like that ever happened to me. And that was all the way, and we got to kick it all the way back to 2015 to the very first con I went to.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is what happened. So I went to Wizard World Chicago. That was the very first convention I ever went to in
Oh yes,
2015.
Wizard World.
I don't like Wizard World personally because I think it's too corporate, but that's just me.
I've just been there a bunch of times, so I just memories.
But I went there, and obviously me being a Homestuck, I had the Homestuck shirt on under the flannel if the Marshall Lee thing wasn't working, which it didn't. And so, and so I unbuttoned the flannel to show the shirt to be like, I'm just gonna wear this Homestuck shirt. Hopefully people love it. And so that's what happened. People loved it because I ran into a group of Homestuck cosplayers, and the one character sees me, and she goes like, "Oh my god!" And she runs up to me, and she starts bowing down to me.
Oh my.
And she wants to take a photo with me, and I'm just like, "Sure, I'll take a photo with you." And then I take a photo with them, and like you can see the person who was doing that was like so excited and ecstatic to see another Homestuck besides them. And
Yeah.
and our,
My oh dear. But no, Kat, when she would cosplay before I began cosplaying, like even she just wore like a simple like Supergirl outfit this one time, and like a bunch of people wanted pictures with her, and she thought it was the greatest thing. And it was so cute because they were like little kids who loved it too. And well, so when we went to C2E2 this past year, that was the first time I cosplayed at a big con. The first time I cosplayed at a con was Mighty Con in DuPage County Fairgrounds, and that was as Shiro. That was the first time I ever cosplayed at a con. So I think this was only... So C2E2 was my third time ever cosplaying at a con. And so the first day we went there was going to be a My Hero Academia, like, photo shoot meetup thing with, like, everybody who was doing it. And so we dressed up as My Hero Academia characters and for the photo shoot, so that's what we were walking around as the whole day. Mine was like a closet cosplay. It was like barely anything. I had the wig and like that was about it. And like just some boots and pants and like just my binder so that I could look shirtless. Because that was character. But we started walking around and I'm not used to like people asking to take my picture, so like it was almost immediately, like the first 20 minutes, I don't think we stopped like getting our picture taken. Like we walk like 2 steps and there'd be a new person like asking to take our pictures and stuff, which was like really weird because I've never like had that
happen. But no, I mean that's really cool. That's never happened to me. Yes, the one character came up to me, bowed down to me, did that, but like since then, nothing like that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, and that was also thanks to like the next day when we were in Voltron. It didn't happen as much, but you got those. But the couple people that did see us as in Voltron cosplay were like very obvious Voltron fans, and they got really excited, and it was kind of sweet. But on the first day when we were cosplayed as My Hero Academia, there was this one little girl who saw Kat's cosplay, and she was Todoroki from My Hero Academia, and she saw her and like got like the biggest smile, and then Kat's like, "Can I get my picture with you?" instead of her asking Kat for a picture with her. And this little girl, like her whole face lit up. She was so happy. I think she had like I think either like leukemia or lymphoma or something along the lines of that, because she had like, she was balding a little bit. Like she was obviously a little bit like sick, like she had something, but she got so happy when Kat asked for that. And so I got pictures of them, and she was, oh my god, she was just so cute and so sweet. Oh my god, this little girl. I'm pretty sure we made her day. She was that happy. It was so cute. I just, every time I think about it, I get happy because that little girl was so freaking sweet.
Todoroki, or as I call him, Todorky.
Yeah, that's her favorite character.
Yeah,
So.
total dorky. The Dave Strider of My Hero Academia. Let's just be honest here.
Oh my god.
If you don't know Dave Strider, you gotta look up the Dave Strider.
I will look that up later.
Because that's probably your next cosplay when you figure him out.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Maybe.
Just saying. But no, I mean, like, but yeah, no one's ever came up to me and ever been like, "Hey, look, it's that nostalgia vamp or Steven, whatever, of Cyber Timebite."
Makeup.
Like, no one's ever done that to me. That'd be cool. That'd be amusing, but it's never happened.
I said next year at C2E2, I'm gonna run out and be like, "Oh my god, that's Steven from Cyber Timebite. We have to get a freaking picture."
I'd be like, what?
I feel like Kat and everyone else would be like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "No, we have to get a freaking picture." I'd throw my phone at Kat and be like, "Take a freaking picture right now." She'd probably be so confused. She's like, "What are you talking about?" And then I'd probably explain it afterward, and she'd be like, "Oh."
and I'll probably just to make it even more realistic, I can wear my Spork T-shirt and people can understand.
You have a Spork T-shirt?
The Spork, yeah, the Spork. I
love that. I love everything about that. Sporks are the ultimate utensil.
Yes, you get it.
See, okay, wait. So, funny thing. I'm really unhealthy, so I eat a lot of Taco Bell. And one of the things I get all the time is like the sides of black beans and rice. And most Taco Bells that are like normal, they'll give you utensils to eat your beans and rice. Some places never give me utensils, which is stupid. But like sometimes they'll give me a fork, and I just like, I get home and I look at the fork and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? But whenever they gave me a spork, I save those. Because I always get 3 of them, so they think it's 3 different people eating, so they give me 3. But those 2 extras get saved. And those are my special sporks.
Yes! I love it! I love it every single moment of that! Oh, man, no.
You have to save them for special occasions. Sometimes, like, I'll go get Taco Bell, they'll give me 3, and then the next time I go get Taco Bell, they won't give me any. So I put them in my car so that when I get Taco Bell and they don't give me a utensil, I can use my sacred sporks.
Everyone calls me crazy. Everyone calls me crazy for being like, why do you have a spork as part of your mascot for your podcast? Well, let me tell you.
Sporks have like, what? I don't understand why sporks aren't like more normalized. Like I get they're used in like restaurants because it's probably just convenient. They don't have to order 2 different things, so it's just like one thing they have to order. But like, why don't they? I know they make like metal sporks like regular silverware, but why are they so freaking expensive? Like, I just want a good set of sporks that'll last me, but they're like too much money for like 6 of them. I'm like, I want more than 6 sporks, first of all, and I also don't want to be spending $100 or whatever it costs just for some sporks. I might as well, like, and you also can't find like plastic ones anywhere. Like, if you go and look at the plastic silverware section, what are the chances you're going to find sporks?
The chance is very, very low. Very low.
Exactly. Like, I just want sporks, man.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like if you're listening to this podcast and you're using a spork at the same time, you just unlocked all power. Like, forget Voltron. You're more powerful than that now.
Form blazing spork.
Yes, blazing spork.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's my next shirt idea. Blazing spork.
I was known into this for this long, but never ever talked about how much we love sports. What the heck is this?
Because
Greatest conversations of my life. Nobody understands how much I love sporks, or they don't get it, and they're like, what's so important about a spork? It's a freaking spork. That's what.
Well, if you really love
the ultimate utensil.
if you love it this much as I do, you can get on on my T-shirt. Which look, no, there's more. I mean, yes, there's a T-shirt version, but there's even more. You can get like on a hoodie. You can get on a long sleeve T-shirt. You can get on.
Oh my god.
You can get no. It gets even crazier. You get on a bath mat. If you want to go crazy, you can get on a bath mat or a shower curtain. Even I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can.
I just imagine my mom opening up my closet. And she's like, "What are all these forks for?"
Like it's not a phase, Mom.
Like she opens the drawer and forks, like hundreds and hundreds of plastic sporks.
And like, oh yeah, there's
Oh my
spork. Wait, spork.
More sporks. Like just get a poster of a spork.
Oh yeah, and by the way, you can get my logo does come on a poster. So if you do,
Oh my god.
so if you do want my logo on a poster, you can get it on a poster. I'm guessing you want to see the logo now, don't you? The spork.
I can't breathe. I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god.
That's spork power. That is spork power,
That's
everyone.
spork power.
This is why it's dangerous. That's why you gotta be careful with the sport power. That's how dangerous it is.
They can't make the mainstream because they're too powerful.
It's a quality of life that you never knew you had, but now you do.
Oh my god.
No, not that one. Not my old one.
I can't wait to listen to this when this comes out.
What? So you can hashtag so you can be like West Nuts and have that hashtag Spork Life represent.
Hashtag Spork Life present. Anybody listening to this is just gonna think we're absolutely like off our.
Yeah, they're gonna think like, oh, that Steven doesn't know what he's talking about, and be like, I know what I'm talking about. You just don't know it.
People just don't appreciate the spork.
Yeah, the spork lives in your soul. You just gotta find your soul.
And if you can't find it, just dig a little with a spork.
Yes. You just gotta dig, and if you don't dig enough, then you don't dig often. Oh god.
Oh my god, I can't
There it
breathe.
is.
I've got a headache. Oh.
I sent it.
Oh, my phone had turned it off. Hold up. The hype is real, believe it.
No, have you ever seen Naruto?
Not even we trust. No, I haven't.
There's a phrase that, in the anime he says believe it, Could you imagine?
Okay.
Can you imagine if he worked at a pharmacy and he was telling to leave? He can say, "Oh, leave it." Why? Like why?
Are we both on something? Cause
I drink. No, I ate like 7 taquitos before I started doing this. Was there something right after these taquitos that?
all I've had is a small bag of barbecue Lay's, and that's all I've eaten today. And it's like 3 o'clock.
I'm not on anything because I don't do anything weird.
Neither do I.
I'm straight edge here.
Oh my god.
It's just that's just what happens when you have sport power. You just you can't handle it, man.
The amount of serotonin. You just get overwhelmed.
Why do you think Voltron would decide to go with the sword? It secretly wanted the sport, but they just didn't have time to draw it in.
Exactly. I mean, the sword kind of looks like a fork. It could be a spork.
It could. It should have.
At least the original one. Not
Oh god.
Oops. I just like broke my water bottle. Oops.
That
Oh,
Jewel needs to invest in sporks in their utensil
yes,
aisle.
they do. Just give us the sporks, man.
Like, give us the hashtag sporks, man. I will wear the t-shirt every single day until you do.
Like, just make it in red so they think you're wearing your Jewel shirt, then boom, wearing sporks.
I mean, like, I still, no, funny enough, I have my old shirt that has a spork on it, but the one I just sent you is the better version of the spork t-shirt.
I love it.
My old one is terrible. I can send you that one too if you want to see it, but it's terrible.
Send them all. Just send them all. See the sporks.
Yeah, but this...
Now we're gonna be like just texting each other and just like maybe we don't talk for a couple days and then boom, just send a picture of a spork.
A flaming spork?
Sport power. The spork. The spork.
Yes. I love it, man.
Why are sporks so funny?
No, because I think it's because because of my podcast, the spork. I think got a little bit more love than they did before.
Yes, just love the sporks. Appreciate the spork, because if you don't appreciate the spork, like some things are hard to eat with a regular fork or a spoon. You just need something a little different. What if you need a fork and a spoon at the same time? That's what a spork is for.
Yeah, well, as if
then you could use both, and you don't have to spend as much money.
Yeah, well, as if you want to eat something and drink it at the same time. There you go.
Exactly. Stab it with one end and like drink out the other.
No, I sent you the other one. It's terrible, but there's the other one.
I love it.
And
Is the spork a rainbow?
What?
Is the spork a...
It wasn't supposed to be a rainbow. The person who drew it for me did that. I mean, it kind of looks like a crappy version of the Voltron logo with all those colors on it.
I kind of love it though. Oh my god.
I should even though I don't swing, like, even though I'm not personally LGBTQ or whatever, I should have made one just for Pride Month for the people who are.
Oh my god. I love it so much. Anything with a spork is worth it.
Well, then my t-shirt's worth it. Or the poster, or whatever or the sticker, or whatever you decide to go with.
All of the above.
All the above. There we go. That's what I love to hear.
Oh, what's the spork for? And sporks. It's sporks, Mom. Just get over.
I'm guessing now you're gonna be the very first collector of anything spork related to this podcast. Oh, man.
I should make my own spork.
Your own spork.
Really, it'd just be a purple spork because I like purple.
Spork it.
Do they make purple sporks? Oh my god. Does it even exist? That's good.
I would say let's find out, but that's impossible.
No! Spork? What the heck? Oh, that's a spork. I could get one for
Wait, you found
a titanium spork. That's purple.
You found it?
I found one. It's also a bestseller apparently, but it's a $10 spork. I think it's huge actually. Hold up, this might be different. Amazon is sketchy, man. Doesn't tell me how big the freaking spork is.
$10 titanium purple spork. What?
No, it really is just like a regular $10. What the heck is this?
Oh, I'm buying like 20. That's you. You're buying 20 of the purple
Like
sporks.
it's like bigger than it would be normal, but it's not like big enough to be like I mean like if you're it's not like for like pots and stuff. It is like you can like eat normally out of it. It's not huge, but it's also bigger than normal. That's what it seems. What the heck is this? They're also it's also if you look it up on if you look at purple spork on Amazon, it shows you like these other ones where
Yeah.
it's like one end is spork, my friend. That doesn't count. It has to be on the same end.
Like now, people say that people say like, oh, the snife, the spork and a knife together is like the
Oh my
ultimate.
god.
But I'm like, that's not the same though. The spork is something else.
Yeah, you can get knives separately, but the spork.
That's
Oh
like
my
saying
god.
that's like saying, hey, uh, you know, Disney used to own us because we used to be the Mighty Ducks, but now we're the Anaheim Ducks. But now we're going to call yourselves the uh the uh the the uh the mighty Blackhawks, and change and just take over Chicago and be like, no, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
It's just that doesn't how
Oh
it
my
works. Just
god.
stick to your own stick to your own team names.
We need like a spork revolution. We need enough people to normalize the spork.
Well,
They shouldn't have to pay $10 for one spork.
that I think the only way that's gonna start people start buying my shirt and they just wear it and they revolution with it.
Yes, revolutionize with spork. What are we
Hashtag.
talking about?
No, we're talking about sports and I don't know why.
Because sporks are the best. I think we've been talking about sporks for like 20 minutes now, maybe.
the
At
lo-
least 10.
the
I
lo-
have. I didn't look at what the time was when we started talking about sporks.
no, this is the longest conversation about sports I ever had in my life.
You know what, though? It's the best conversation about sports I've ever had in my life.
Yes.
And also, I think the only one. But it doesn't matter. Nobody will listen to me when I talk about how good sporks are. You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, gee, these two really love sports, don't they? And I'm gonna be like, yes,
Yes.
yes, we do.
Yes. Sporks are the future.
Oh man. Not even not even grocery stores sell them in any sorts of way possible.
Yes. Oh my god, if I saw a spork at a grocery store, I'd buy that so fast. I've never seen one at a grocery store before.
No. And to be honest with you, when we had the salad bar there still before they took it out, I always looked in the silverware thing to see if they were sporks or they were just forks. I was always selfishly thinking they were going to be sporks.
They need sporks. This whole thing is like, okay, we're gonna talk about Voltron and we're gonna talk about your reptiles. Instead, we spend like half the time talking about sporks.
Yeah, like we're going to talk about Cosmo, we're going to talk about Voltron. Oh yeah, let's talk about the spork for like 10 minutes.
Sporks!
Oh no.
Oh, I'm never gonna forget this.
We're never going to forget this because it's recorded.
Yeah, literally, I'm never gonna live this down. It's just sporks. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna be old someday, and somebody's gonna be like, why did you talk about sporks for so long? We're like, well, you see, sporks are normalized now, and that was the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 40. When I hit 40 years old, I'm just gonna be listening to this again, and I'm just gonna be like, well, back cracks. Ugh, sports.
Sporks, man, sporks. And then if somebody tries to argue, just say sporks over and over and over again as aggressively as you possibly can, because eventually they'll back down.
They'll be like, okay, man, we get it.
And then like just go after them a little bit, couple steps, and then they'll get like real intimidated and start running,
They'll start running.
shouting sporks, or throw some sporks at them. Just always have like a secret stash in your pocket.
What? What?
If they don't believe in the sport, you make them believe in the sport.
Yeah, no. Someone goes like, the spork is dumb. Oh, you think this is dumb?
Just start throwing them at. They're only plastic. They won't hurt.
Here's one. I thought when I was gonna do my panel, my second panel, I had this idea that I was gonna go on Amazon or find the website where sporks can be bought, and I was gonna buy a whole case of them, and I was gonna make little cards and tie them to the sporks and throw the sporks at the people.
Oh my god! I want a spork. I want a spork.
I was gonna do that, but then I thought about like, oh, where am I gonna find them? I don't want to hurt anyone.
You can get a 50-pack of recyclable, eco-friendly, kid-safe sporks for $8.79, but they're plastic.
You gotta link me to that.
Or you can get 125 of them from a different place for $8.
Why would I need 100? I don't have that many fans.
We're gonna need people in this revolution in this fork.
Next panel I do, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm gonna buy sporks. I'm gonna tie my card around it. I'm just gonna throw it out to people and be like, "Here's a spork." I'm gonna be like the Oprah sporks.
I can't.
Oh man.
Oh my god, this is the greatest day ever.
It is.
We can get a 6-pack of real sporks for $11, apparently. But they look weird. Like, sporks need to look a certain way, I think.
Wait,
sometimes.
a 6-pack is sporks? A 6-pack?
Yeah.
But
but like metal.
I'm like, when you say that, I'm like, what are sports taking over the alcohol business, and now they're making 6-packs?
Oh.
Oh god. Well, I mean,
it's like, but they kind of look weird. Like they almost look like they're too much spoon and not enough fork.
Because
I just sent a picture. I just sent the screenshot.
What?
Don't they look like they have too much spoon and not enough?
Well, no.
I feel like the fork should be like a little bit longer. Maybe it's just the image. It could be that too, but
I think there's enough of everything on there. I can see myself picking something up and spooning it at the same time with that. What? I didn't mean it like that. Just the way I said it, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't mean it like that.
You said spooning something with it. Oh my god.
I didn't mean it like that.
I know, but oh god.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna spoon with my spork.
I can't breathe, dude. Oh my god.
Oh man, we would have been fired if we were doing something like this.
Oh my god. Once again, I can't breathe. It's sporks.
I mean, besides, is there any way to drop the subject? I don't think there is. Oh, man.
I mean, we could talk about something else.
Wait, what? Wait, you're gonna what?
I said, I mean, we could talk about something else, but I'm laughing too hard, and also sporks.
Oh, man.
My voice is so high pitched right now because I'm. Oh my god.
You probably don't know it. No, you probably don't know, but the person that you like may like sporks.
I'm gonna ask the person that I like if they like sport. If they say no, I just just imagine like if you were married to someone and then like you had a spork and they gave you some disgusted look. You're like, it's over. We're done now. You can't dislike the spork.
What?
You're not allowed to dislike the spork.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
I'm just thinking about it. Like, just makes me think of like dumb things that like end relationships. Like just the dumbest little things. I feel like that would be like the greatest.
can you no?
I don't know why.
Can you
I don't even know where my brain is anymore. I feel so hard. I have a headache now.
can you imagine being like a hardcore John Cena fan, just hardcore, and if your significant other does not like him, like he's one of those Cena haters, they go like, "All right, it's done, it's over."
Yeah, like that, but with a spork.
Oh, you don't like spooning and poking things at the same time? How dare you?
Oh my god. Where has this conversation gone?
It's gone into my universe because that exists on TV.
Oh my god. If my parents see this.
What?
If my parents, I said see. I mean, if my parents do this, what is wrong with you?
They're going like, what's wrong with that Steven guy? They're gonna be like, oh, he just really loves sports and I don't know why. And I'm just gonna be like, well, you know.
Just sporks. Just sporks.
No, I'm pretty sure everyone who listens to this when I bring up the sport, they're like, why do you love the sport so much? And I go like,
They're gonna be like waiting and waiting and waiting to see when we're gonna stop talking about sporks. It's like, oh, an hour later they're still talking about it.
And here's the thing: it's probably everyone's in their head. Everyone who's listening to this right now is probably in their head, like with the my Monty Python thing. They're just gonna like get on with it.
Get on with it. Oh my god.
Well, off that tangent. You're not a wrestling fan, are you?
20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it's been.
You're not a wrestling fan, are you? No.
Not really. Oh.
Because I have a lot of that. I am so knowledgeable in it. Like,
oh?
Yes, I have so much knowledge. Like I have. If you want to know how knowledgeable I am, I have all three of the encyclopedias that they ever made.
Oh my god.
And they get thicker and thicker by the edition. Like the first one is thick, the second one is thicker, and then the third one is the thickest.
Like thick with like 7,000 C's.
Thick of what?
The thick with like 100,000 C's is very, very thick. The thickest.
With a C, okay.
Oh my god.
We're not even gonna spell it right.
Nope. When it's that thick, you can't spell it correctly.
But yeah, it's big. Like it has a lot. Like it literally has the whole, like the third in Lay's encyclopedia. Quite literally has the whole background story from beginning to end of literally of WCW and ECW's lifespan. Like from the day that they started to the day they died, the whole story, the whole thing is in there.
Oh jeez, that's a lot.
In Dota.E, and it's the Dota.E encyclopedia. And even though they do own those companies, they didn't even put their own story in there. Even though the company's not gone, but still.
Oof. Oof.
It's But yeah, I mean, like I got all those, and then I got more books on it. Like I got like I got books on like the history of the company, like and like books on like histories of shows and certain things and post like books with like posters in it from past pay per views and all that stuff. Like, dude, I'm hardcore in.
You got a lot of freaking knowledge then, huh?
Yeah, I can tell you without cheating, literally every WrestleMania and where they were at.
I don't even think my brain could, like, if I tried to remember that, I would like short circuit. I'm really dumb.
And
Like, I forget things easily. If like, I mean, there's some things, obviously you're not gonna forget it, but like, if I like anything from school, I don't remember anything from school. I mean, how many people do remember everything from school? But like,
I don't.
I I don't think anyone does. But like, I just forget all like the dumbest things, or like even if it's important, I'll just like forget it, and then somebody will be like, "Hey, do you?" I'm like, "Not a kid." Like my dad will be like, "Hey, you remember when I told you this like a week ago?" And I'm like, "Nope,
And,
no idea."
and the thing is that do you even make that statement how I know all of them? What I was trying to say. They even make that statement even truer that I just said. There's 36 of them, and I can name them all.
Oh my god, I have a hard time remembering character names of shows I watch.
No, I mean I know.
I think like for the longest time, I think like when I first started watching My Hero Academia, like a lot of them, I was just like, oh, the pink one, or oh, the one with this quirk, and like I couldn't remember their names for like I think like 2 months, and I was like in the third season watching it already, and I was still like, wait, figuring out all the names of like some of the more minor characters. I have them all now, but like I was like really dumb for like the longest time. I couldn't remember any of their names except for like the most popular few. Like whoops.
I
Like,
mean,
but then like with like all my reptiles, I could tell everybody all their names. But I probably have to like write them down so I know who I've said already, so I don't like say it.
I,
Like,
I mean,
I do that a lot.
if you want me to, I can name them all. If you want me to.
Do it. I'm gonna count and see if you can get all 36.
Okay, all right. So the first one that ever, no, and I can also do the year too. So the very first one that ever happened was in 1985, and it was at Madison Square Garden in New York. The second one was spanned across 3 locations. It was at I believe MSG, the Rosemont Horizon, now the Allstate Arena, and Los Angeles. But I don't remember the name of the arena, but that was in '86. The third one was in Michigan, in Pontiac, Michigan, at the Silver Dome, which is no longer around because that got demolished, like I think like last year. The third one was in
You need fourth one. Fourth one. You're on the fourth one now.
Oh, the fourth one, yeah. Fourth one was 1987. Yeah, 87. The fourth one, that was in. I know this is going to get controversial, but it was at the Trump Plaza in in New Jersey. The fifth one was in the same location. The sixth one was in Toronto at the Sky Dome when I don't know if that's even a place anymore, but that's where it was. The seventh one was in Los Angeles. Now I'm losing track of the year. I think that was 90, I believe. Yeah. WrestleMania 8 was in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Hoosier Dome when that was still around. WrestleMania 9, my favorite one because that was the year I was born, 1993, was at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. WrestleMania 10 was in 94, and that was at Madison Square Garden again because 10th anniversary. You know, you gotta go big or go home. WrestleMania 11 was in Connecticut, I think it was Stanford, Connecticut, or somewhere, sometime around there. It was in Connecticut. Harvard, Connecticut, I think. Somewhere around there. WrestleMania 12 was in Hollywood, California. It was in Los Angeles again because Hollywood and whatever. WrestleMania 13 was right here, smack dab in Illinois at the Rosemont Horizon, also known as the Allstate Arena. And that was fun. I didn't go to it obviously because I wasn't watching back then because I was like 4 when it happened. but that's where that happened. That was cool. WrestleMania 14 was in 98, and that was in Boston, Massachusetts. And that one was pretty cool. And my favorite WrestleMania 15, was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1999. And that one was pretty cool because they were knee deep in the Attitude Era and everything was edgy at the time. WrestleMania 16, or also known as WrestleMania 2000, was in, you guessed it, 2000. and the whole theme was, Y2K, and everyone thought they were gonna die, and it was
Jesus.
And it was in Anaheim, California, at the Arrowhead Pond, not the Honda Center, the Arrowhead Pond.
Huh.
WrestleMania 17 was in 2001, and that was at what was it, the Astrodome? Yeah, the Astrodome in Houston. The WrestleMania 18 was in 2002, and that was at the Sky Dome again, and that one was really good because that one was known for The Rock and Hulk Hogan going at it for the very first time ever. WrestleMania 19 was in Seattle, Washington at Safeco Field, which is the home of the Mariners, I believe, yeah. And that's where they had it. That was the first time WrestleMania has ever been in a baseball stadium ever. WrestleMania 20 was in Madison Square Garden because 20th anniversary, and that was all cool and all stuff.
Yeah.
New York. WrestleMania 21 was in Hollywood, California at the Staples Center. WrestleMania 22 was here in Chicago at the Allstate again. That was 2006. So I was already moved into my old house by that point. WrestleMania 23 was in Detroit, Michigan at the Ford Center. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, the Ford Center. WrestleMania 24 was in Orlando, Florida at the Citrus Bowl, and it was the first WrestleMania ever in history to be in high definition. And that and so that was really cool. WrestleMania 25, the 25th anniversary, was in Houston, Texas, and not at the Astrodome. It was at some other place. I forget the name of it. It was a football field though. And that was really cool. WrestleMania 26 was in Phoenix, Arizona, and that was 2010. So that was a year after I started watching. And that was really good. That was a really good one too. WrestleMania 27 was in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, and that was a good WrestleMania. It wasn't the best WrestleMania ever, but it was good. WrestleMania 28 was in Miami, Florida, I think. Yeah, Miami, Florida. And it was in that, and that one wasn't really the greatest WrestleMania ever. WrestleMania 29 was in New York at MetLife Stadium because this is by the time WrestleMania was already out of arenas and they were just in stadiums pretty much at this point. And so that's where that was. WrestleMania 30, the big 3-0 was in Louisiana, in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, not the Silverdome, the Superdome. And that WrestleMania was pretty alright. It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad either. WrestleMania 31 was in Santa Clara, California, where all the technology businesses are. Yeah, on the bay over there, on the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty cool. WrestleMania 32 was WrestleMania 32. Crap. I know this. Don't worry, I got this. 32.
If there's only one you're missing out of 36, that's freaking impressive.
32. Damn, where's 32 at?
Either way, I'm still impressed.
No, hold on, I got this. Where's 32?
You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm not cheating either. I'm just gotta think about it. 32. Was that the one in Orlando again? No, that's 33. 33 was Orlando. Crap.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to probably look this one up. Crap.
It's okay.
Now it's gonna kill me. Mania 32. Oh, okay. Oh, Joy. Stupid. Texas. That was at AT&T Park in Houston, Texas. In Houston. Yeah, crap. How did I know that? How did I forget that one? Maybe because maybe because it was so bad. I don't know. Yeah, so 32 was in Houston. 33 I know was in Orlando again. 34 was in New Orleans again. 35 was in 35. Don't do this to me again. 35. Okay, fine. I admit I gotta research this one again.
I'm still impressed though, because that's a lot of things and dates to remember, and I would not. No.
Oh yeah, New York. 35 was New York again, and then 36 was in Orlando, Florida. There we go.
Well, having perfectly memorized 34 out of 36, I'm very impressed.
Well, it's because
So I give a round of applause.
well, it's because such a fanatic of that stuff. I just like with being the biggest show of the year.
Yeah. Still, that's impressive. I would not have remembered that much stuff. I'm surprised my phone hasn't died yet.
Aren't you on the charger?
No, because I don't have a good one since my sister took my good one.
Even the bad one doesn't charge your phone though.
Well, I mean, like I have charges like 1% per like 10 minutes. And if I'm using it, it doesn't charge it at all. So, yeah, it sucks.
Oh man, how long?
I did have it fully charged before we started this, so.
We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Is there a time limit?
There's no time limit, but there's usually no time limit. Usually I like to just shoot for an hour, but we had so much fun that 2 hours is perfectly fine.
And we
Talking about sporks.
Sporks.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, I don't think. Speaking of subjects about like the sport, I don't think we're ever going to talk about sports on the Serpent Pit ever because Serpent doesn't like sports. I don't think.
Disgrace.
I don't know, or there's not much to talk about the sport besides what we talked about today, but still.
All anybody ever needs to know is that sporks are superior, and they're better than spoons and forks. That's all that needs to be said.
And if you put a knife on it, that's not the same. It's just not the same.
Exactly. And a spork has to be a spoon and a fork on the same end, not on two different ends.
Yeah, it has to be. You gotta form. Yeah, you don't form Voltron, people. You form Spork.
Oh my god! Wait. Now you need to like just.
What? I got a what?
You gotta get some sporks, and get some tape, and you need 5 sporks and tape, and you need to form Sporktron.
That's a Voltron idea. Form Sporktron.
Sporktron. Are there different types of hold on. There's spoons, forks, and knives, but what else is there? There's got to be 2 more different utensils. Chopsticks is one. Okay, spoon, fork, knife, chopstick. We need 1 more to form Utensiltron. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
No, Sporktron, defender of the Spooniverse. I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh my god, I love it.
I swear I do. I love it. I swear I do.
Yeah. You draw Sporktron. I'm not going to give her any details. I'm just going to say draw Sporktron. I will tell her that it is sporks, but that's all I'm going to tell her. And I want to see what she comes up with. I want to see what it looks like.
Sporktron.
I'm going to text her right now.
You're gonna text your sister who knows how to art, and you're gonna tell her to draw a Sporktron.
Yes. I just said, can you draw something for me? That's all I said.
Oh man, this is too good.
I hope she responds like before this is over.
No, she'll probably be like, what?
What are you talking about?
like, no, she'd be like, wait, what is she talking about? Like, I don't even.
Oh, come on, cat. Come on. Oh, she just looked. Okay, wait. She goes, what? Sporktron.
Yes! I can't get enough of this. This is too good. I love all this.
I had to spam her a little though, so she'd like pay attention and come look. Look at the chat. It's sending.
What? Sporktron?
You're responding yet. She's probably like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I can't even.
The fact that she's not responding is what. Oh my god, please. Please, cat. Please.
I love it. I love it. No, I swear, I tell you, I love this.
I want to see what she comes up with. This is either going to be a masterpiece or just like not knowing what the heck to do. Oh, she's typing. Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh,
no matter what the
goodness.
answer decides to be, it's gonna be good.
What she said? What the fuck is that?
Obviously.
I'm gonna put Voltron but sporks instead of lions.
Oh no.
sad. That's sad.
I wish I was getting paid for this crap. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
She just goes, Jesus.
What's that?
Please drop Sporktron.
Oh, no.
Sporktron. He can be the unofficial mascot. He's the defender of the Spooniverse.
Cyber Timebite episode 123, sponsored by Tylenol.
Yeah. Need some after this. I'm literally typing to her Sporktron, the defender of the Spooniverse. I want to see what she says. Defender.
Oh, no. No, this episode's not actually advertised by Tylenol, but still.
It should be, because I need, like, a lot of time. She's not looking now.
What was her response? What was her response after Sporktron?
Well, she hasn't looked at it yet. So I asked her if she could draw it. She goes, "What?" I said, "Sporktron." She said, "What the is that?" And I said, "Voltron, but sporks instead of lions." She goes, "Jesus." So I said, "Please, Sporktron, defender of the Spooniverse." That's what I said.
If she finds out this was my idea, she's gonna be like, "What the hell, man?" Oh! Now there's defender of the Spooniverse. The universe is just not enough.
I love how, okay, so we talked about sporks, we finally changed the subject, and then we go right back to sporks.
Well, the subject we were talking about, we both don't have physical knowledge.
Oh my god, why is she not answering? Cat, she's no longer active on this. She quit, she's not on time. Cat, come back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, let me tell you. No, let me tell you. If you were running the shift talking about all this, we could probably be fired.
We talk.
What?
Carol will be like, "Why are you guys talking about freaking sports?"
Like, I don't know. Because we can.
It's okay, Carol. Because we can. Because we can.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I think wasn't the last time I saw you in person like literally before I went off for those 2 months?
No, I think I saw you like a little bit, like right, I think on my last day or something. But I don't think we talked. I think I just saw you, but then I had to like leave.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Because you see, I'm like this outside my work life, but you know how I am on my work life, how I'm freaking like.
Yeah.
Like
We talk about like maybe once or twice work, so it's like.
Well, you know how I am. I'm a very I get very focused, and what I gotta do. That's why I don't really talk that much on the shift, and when I do, it's at a moment when there's not a lot of crap going on.
Yeah, I don't really talk much either. It's like it's just like kind of just quiet. You do your work and then you go home.
How do you make any new friends at your new location? Like anyone that you found like cool or interesting?
I mean, like I've talked to a couple people, but like, and like they're all nice, but like nothing. I mean, it's only been a couple days, so it's not like super deep friendship or anything. But yeah,
No,
I don't know. I still think you're cooler. You and Sandy are awesome.
What, me and Sandy?
Yeah, you guys were my favorites. And Isaac. I loved Isaac too, but he's a manager. I mean, bagger wise, you and Sandy were my favorites.
Oh, oh, gee, man.
Well, like you guys would talk to me and like I don't know, I just like talking with you guys. I talk to, other people at my old store, but like you guys were the ones who talked to me the most. So, yeah.
I mean, most of our conversations are probably from when we were outside doing carts, probably
Yeah, that's where most of my conversation with Sandy was too.
because
Inside, we're all just doing our jobs, so we don't talk.
well, I mean, half the time I don't know if we were allowed to because like they always want us like on the ball,
Yeah.
and but like, yeah, I mean, I still, to be honest, I still think I'm. This was nothing against you or anyone else who worked there or anyone that I worked with at my old location, but I, I feel like I'm the best at the cards. I feel.
I think it was Sandy, you, and me who were like the only ones who actually did the carts. I think everyone else just like slacked off. Or were on their phones. That was it.
Well, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why people like, because I see even people to this day, outside or even inside, just whipping out their phones like when they're not supposed to.
Yeah. Like they do that all the time and like if I ever pulled out my phone, I would like get in trouble. But except I mean one time Carol did catch me on my phone like behind the closet, but that was because my dad was like blowing up my phone with like texts asking me to come to his house for my virtual graduation. Um and so when Carol caught me, that's literally what I said. She's just like, "Okay." She knows I'm not on my phone, so she's like, "Okay, whatever." Um but yeah, I never understood that. Like just if I was ever on my phone, it was only for like a second to either check a message or just send a message and then I'd be off it. So it'd take like 30 seconds maximum.
Well,
And then I would like go back to work. Like what the heck? And there's some people who are on it all the time, and I don't understand.
here's the thing. I'm pretty sure no one at work's gonna hear this besides me and you, but like, but uh, but like, I found ways to get sneaky about it because
Oh,
no, what I did was that like, do you know how there's that corner right there where the Blockbuster used to be?
yeah.
I used to go up there and around the corner and just hide up there and look and just
Oh no,
check my,
Steven, no.
but no one saw me, and I was sneaky
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
true.
And I was
I think
sneaky.
as long as the carts weren't bad, then really it's like okay. But like there are people who go out there, be on their phone, and they want to do a lick of work. And
But
it's like
like,
really,
but the
like we don't have
fair
time for that.
no fair to say, I don't do that all the time because I'm not that sort of person. I always
Yeah.
focus on my job and never whip out my phone on shift. But like, this is like, the only time I do that is at night when we are super slow.
Yeah. Yeah, because we both always worked late shifts.
Well, I mean, I haven't since coming back since making my return. I have never had to work a night shift yet.
Oh, really?
hmm I
Huh.
I like the last night shift I did was and my last run was the last time I did a night shift.
Yeah.
But it is what it is though, and I'm just doing my thing and whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the question I need to know because from both Jewels I worked at, they all had these. Is there a Burger King, a Subway, a Great Clips, and a Hallmark store all near the Jewel in literally the same area?
There is a Burger King across the street, but that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, but there is a Burger King like right across the street. But
No.
it's like kind of like on, it's against a road like kind of like Army Trail. Um, and then like just right across the street, like you could probably run across and hope to not get hit with the car, and then you'd be there.
There's
So
no.
it's not in the parking lot, like, but yeah, it is right across the street. But there is no Hallmark or Subway or Great Clips, which is kind of sad because I went to that Great Clips all the time.
Yeah, but no, because no, the reason I say that because when I used to work at my old Jewel, the one I used to work at before I started working at the one I work at now, there was a Subway, a Great Clips, a Hallmark, and a Burger King all in the same parking lot. And there's a KFC across the street and a Walgreens across the street. And then when I moved to when I moved here to where I live now, and I started working at this one, there's a Subway, a Hallmark, a Great Clips, a Burger King, an ad McDonald's, no KFC, but the Walgreens was further down the street. So it was like everything was the same, but it was all organized differently.
Right. Yeah, this one is like smaller. So they told me that the past couple were busy, but they only needed one person on the lot, which is not something I'm used to. So used to like if it's busy, we have 2 or 3 people on the lot. And like there's just like little things that are different that like throw me off all the time. So it's like, oh, whoops. I mean, I'll get used to it, but
wait, is your store so small that like the signs for the aisles are almost hitting the aisles themselves?
no, it's bigger than that, but it's a smaller store, I think. Like maybe not as wide or as deep like back. Like it doesn't go as far up back as ours did.
Because
But
I've been to a Jewel where the sign that hangs over the aisle was like literally almost hitting the aisle. That's how low. That's how small it was.
yeah. Oh my God, it's almost 4 o'clock.
Well, oh man, I think that's. And how long have we been going for? Was the official time?
Over 2 hours.
2 hours and 17 minutes. And
Mine says 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: we got to talk about it's also the technical difficulties that got added out and all that
Oh,
stuff.
true. Yeah, that too.
After I add that out, I don't know how long it's actually going to be.
Probably like 2 hours ish.
Still 2 hours, but it says we're cutting out a huge gap.
Yeah. You're gonna have to invite me on again. Talk about sports some more.
Talk about sports again? More? What? Just square out some time to talk. Just have sport talk.
Yeah, like special episodes, sport talk. Make it like the 200th episode.
200th episode.
Or 150. However it works. I'm kidding.
You better be wearing my sports shirt when we do it then.
Just have some sporks handy that we can eat, but only if you can use a spork.
Oh God, no. All right.
Oh my God.
Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to Timebite episode 123, the most interesting episode you ever hear in your life.
You think so?
Oh man, you can find me on Twitter at NostalgiaVamp. Follow me on Facebook at CyberTimebite. Pick up all my merchandise at Redbubble.com under Crash Steven Gear, where even you know, by this point, the Spork is the most powerful of them all. There's no question. You just know. Oh man, here's one to even make it better. Redbubble just recently is now selling masks, so now you can get my logo on a mask. There you go. So not only can you keep yourself safe from COVID, you can keep yourself safe with sport power. There we go. Oh God! Tell these lovely people where they can find you.
Oh my God.
No, tell the people where they can find you on the social media.
Oh, I mean, I'm not really. I have Facebook, but that's just like my name.
But you don't have Twitter, Instagram, nothing.
I I share an Instagram with my sister. I don't have Twitter.
Well, well then, I
I'm
guess.
the worst.
What's that?
That I'm the worst.
No, it's fine. If you want to find this person, well, then just find Leo on Facebook, I guess.
Leonidas.
Which by the way, where did that? No, before we end, where did that name come from?
I had a list of names when I was uh changing my name, and I asked a friend of mine. I said, "Which of these names do you like the best?" They said, "You look like a Leo," so I kept that name.
You,
So
you should
then
you should
lengthened it.
you should have called yourself uh um uh you should have used Shiro's last name in your name.
I should have. No, but
Shirogame, yeah, there we go. Shirogame.
oh my God. Wait, should I say the Instagram that my sister and I share? Because it's just a cosplay account.
Yeah, because I think because if that's the only main source people can find you without trying to look you up on Facebook, then that'd be nice.
Okay, it's with a K, Cat Dragon Cosplay on Instagram.
Where you like a cosplay group, but except you guys are just related at the same time.
She made the account and then she let me join. She's like, "All right, yeah, you could be part of it too." I'm like, "Thanks." She gave me a new one, but I had like nothing on it, so that one's just pointless now.
Hey, it could be
But that's the main one.
it could be your
Also
solo
on
stuff.
TikTok. It's on TikTok too,
Oh, TikTok.
but I think that one's different, so I don't remember the name of that one because she separated because she was mad at me for making shit posts, like just doing stupid stuff and posting it instead of cosplay. So she got mad and like left me.
Hey, no, it's fine. Well,
Uh,
well, thank you. Well, like I said, thank you everyone for listening to this. And by the time you're done listening to this, I'm pretty sure I just made a bunch of sales to CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, wherever pharmacy or anything that's near your home for their batch of Tylenol.
yeah, me too. I've been laughing so much, you got headaches now.
And I feel bad. I'm honestly sorry to all of them if I did do that. But good for me because I just sold you a bunch of Tylenol. Anyway.
And you can take Tylenol with a spork. If you put the Tylenol in a spork, put it in your mouth, and then drink the water. You can even pour the water in the spork if you wanted to.
Okay, all right.
It's the ultimate way to take your Tylenol.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, exactly.
Alrighty.
Oh, this is so fun. I want to come back.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I don't know when's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it took me long enough to find, or it took us both long enough to find enough time to do this. 'Cause I know, like months and months ago, we tried to arrange it, and then everything never worked out, and then Corona.
No, I think I asked you if you wanted to come on like a
Well,
year
it was
ago.
months ago. It was a long time ago.
I think it was
And I
like
wanted to, and but then it's like every time we tried to do it, it's like something came up,
someone
and
came,
I was like, really, it took me too long to come on here.
but it was
Come
worth
back.
it. It was worth it in the end.
Yes, it was 100%. I want to come back.
So, yep, there. Well, thank you for everyone for listening to this amazing podcast. This episode in particular, I mean, I had a lot of great episodes to this point, but if you haven't yet bought any Christmas gifts for your boys or anything yet, because as you know, this will be uploaded in December. This is your present, Sport Power.
Yeah, sport power. And maybe by then, Kat will have drawn Sporktron.
Well, I'm gonna upload that to the Facebook page when it
Yes,
does,
that's
and I'm gonna tag you in it, and you're gonna love it.
yeah, I will. Oh my god, this is so.
All right, now I'm really gonna end it. All right, so
Okay.
thank you everyone for listening, and I hope all of you have a fantastic day. Have a good one.